reach behind my back. Becky, let me smash.
Pull out one of my javelins.
Okay.
Woo! Getting ready to jabber
you around.
I'm gonna aim her right in the goddamn face.
Come down with your swing, because like from your angle, you see it attacking the Quaggoth, and Scott's to your right.
Yeah.
As you come down,
Stor
to your right. As you come down, you just lop its head off clean, and it just shoots blood all over the Quaggoth.
Yes.
And he's just like, "What is going on?" We'll say the person who rolled the highest checked. If you wanted to check her body, if you wanted to be so malice and check a dead girl's body.
Y'all get the wrong impression here.
I don't get handsy with the corpse.
Okay. You've literally just escaped from prison, and the only things that she ever had in this world was the hammer and the shield.
Hey, we got our gear back. I want to know if she had things I could return to her family.
She had nothing.
Okay.
Other than the hammer
Other than the things
and the
that were
shield.
explicitly
She
noted.
had So
roll out.
Captain.
So you're gonna put Sereth in the front again?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Sereth is in the front again.
That was loud as a cannon.
Lead us to our doom.
He's running across. You know, like I said, it's dim light. So anyone that does not have dark vision can see about 10 feet, 15 feet in front of them. No more than that.
Well, can we scatter out the party to where it's kind of like
Yeah. Okay. What
Take a
would,
chain, maybe?
let's just go ahead and do like a not a travel place. What's it called? A marching order.
It's slapped up against the other side and made
So
it
y'all want
very
Sereth in the front,
But
correct?
you're not coming after us now.
after we all crossed.
yes, we will put.
For now.
Sereth is in front.
I'll stay up in front with him.
Okay, and we'll say you. Where are you at? We'll
Put
say
me
that
in the
you're-
middle near some of the squishies, like the kids and the
Okay.
and Prince.
We'll say that.
Put Deimos next to the other two.
I want to take a section of my rope and wrap it
You lost it.
under and around my arm. I still have my rope.
He lost all of
that
our
rope? What do you mean?
He lost that
took it.
rope.
Oh,
He still has his rope in his pouch.
Yeah.
In his
I didn't
gear.
have my rope on my pouch. Do we have a rope?
I don't understand.
I thought you
They
said
just
to
took our
take it away.
rations and our torches.
They would have taken everything except your weapons. Y'all will
well,
eventually get
regardless,
stuff.
we found a ton of rope.
So I've got my backpack, my bedroll.
We did?
Yeah,
I hand you a
did- no,
whole 50-foot of rope.
They found rope
We
at
found
the
a bunch of
armory.
rope in the armory.
Oh, cool.
Remember that.
Okay. So can we just grab onto that? Everybody grab onto the rope together?
Y'all want to attach yourselves one by one.
I just want to hold on
Hold,
to the rope, I think.
not attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold
I
on.
would say that
We're
y'all
not
can
tying
y'all can
ourselves
hold on to
together.
a rope.
It's
I'm
too
against that.
Sarah probably doesn't want to hold on to a rope.
Okay, then I'll keep a rope on my side. I'll
Alright.
give Stor a whole set of
I'll
rope.
be at the back.
And then
Stor's at the
we'll
back.
take the last 50-foot roll, and
Since
I'll
I'm the
hold the
one that
front of
fucked
it.
up the bridge.
All right, cool.
And we'll let everyone
So,
just grab on.
so we got these two in the front. Mason's
I
in
thought
here
so.
with the topsy-turvy. We'll say that Shushar is with them, and Jim Jar is right behind them with the
So I
Quaggoth.
will take off one set of rope.
Uh,
So you add a set of rope.
Where do you want to be, Gibraltar? In the middle, in the back, in the front?
In the middle.
In the middle. Okay, you were with Stool in the middle. We'll put you right back.
Stools is still up on my
Yeah.
shoulders.
What about y'all three? Y'all two.
I'll flank from whichever side needs a person with a sword.
Okay, we'll say the person on the right, and we'll put you sort of up close up here.
Okay.
No, we'll put you in the middle. That'll probably be better. And we'll put.
Who's behind? Who's with me back there?
Rikka,
Anybody?
you're human, right?
We'll
Am I by
say.
myself?
We'll say you're with the dwarf.
Yeah.
Right now.
I like to dwarf.
That's a good marching order. That's pretty
So,
good. Y'all got your squishies in the middle, protecting them, and some damage dealers in the back, and
Is our dark vision pretty well spread out?
Children.
yeah, the two people up front have dark vision. The person right behind them has dark vision.
Dwarf has dark vision in the
I
back.
do.
It's
You
like
have
the
dark
headlights
vision.
on the car.
So you have somebody looking dark vision in the back, two people in the front, and a couple people in the middle and the sides. So y'all are pretty well covered with dark vision. So y'all are still running across these, dimly lit mushroom area, and y'all stumble upon a shelter of such, like a cave within inside of this huge
Cave of Wonder.
that can only really be entered one way. It's big enough for the entire party to go inside and have a long rest.
That's what we want to do.
Let's do it.
Okay. So I'm not gonna move y'all's characters. That's it for me to look at. So.
So we get all of our shit back.
Yeah. So y'all can take a long rest. Y'all can take a long rest.
Do we level up?
Hey,
With a lot of
Y'all
oil
are in a
and
cave.
mustard.
Okay.
Right? The only real way in this cave is like one little entrance way.
In a mine.
In a mine.
They call it a mine.
Quartz things shine.
Okay. You're all trying to light a fire with your tinderbox.
What tinder box?
Didn't know we
I
had
have
a
one.
box.
Oh,
I have one.
I would say, okay. Yeah, never mind.
Tell us what we have and what we don't have.
Okay, y'all have your weapons.
Because I'm confused.
Okay,
That's
so
what
we
you
don't.
have.
That's all I assumed.
Do we have
I
our
had was
backpack,
my
our
weapons.
bedroll, our?
I would say that your backpack and everything would be gone through, but they'd only take the food, the rope, the tools.
So
So
no tinder
everything.
box.
No tinderbox.
Do we have our mess kit?
Your forks and spoons and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
I think I said probably yeah earlier, but
You
I'm
have
changing
an
my
empty
mind.
sack with a blanket in it.
Okay.
Basically.
I
So
have a
y'all have
blanket.
blankets.
It's
Turn-
we know.
Hey, good.
Yeah.
You know
Do
what?
we need a fire?
I can cast
Probably
fireball.
not. It's not too cold in here. In fact, it's kind of warm a little bit.
There's no
I'm
reason.
good. I
I
don't
can
need it.
cast chill touch.
It'll just give us away.
Can you
give
do
away
that
our
to my
position.
feet?
It would do necrotic damage. Are you
Oh,
prepared
never
for
mind.
that?
That's fine.
I want to start floating this spectral hand at your
No.
feet.
I just want to go to
Kinky.
bed.
Okay. So
Kinky.
everyone's going to bed, and you're changing out spells, right?
Yep, I'm gonna add Creator Destroy Water and Continual
Nice.
Flame.
Good ones.
Do you need to know when I do this?
It would be nice.
Okay.
Deimos, do you mind just watching the door when
Can
you
you
sleep?
can you just change out your cards?
Huh.
Can you just?
we have
I
that
am,
one
but I'm also writing them down here.
Okay, I got you.
And I don't have-
You can push a circle by the ones that are prepared.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I got you.
We don't have any elves in the party, so
Deimos.
you don't have to have a long rest.
Nah, I'm
What are
watching.
you? Are you a human? You
Look.
tiefling.
You're human, right?
Yeah.
Human, dwarf, tiefling, elf.
Okay.
Then you're with a fish guy, a dark elf, 3 deep gnomes,
Damn dirty dark elves.
a myconid, another human,
What's it say, Bailey?
and a quaggoth, and a darrow.
So,
Exactly what you'd expect.
Exactly.
Sarah, do you mind watching the door with Deimos?
Sarah sort of just tells you just like,
Ethnic.
I don't see why I
ethnic
would,
cleansing.
but I'll watch for a little while, I guess.
Drought,
Sarah,
As long as
so.
it's against the
We
ground.
appreciate it.
As long as we can make it to Neverlight Grove, I'll be okay.
Promise we'll get you there.
Good.
If we
I don't
need
like
it.
that he wants to go there.
He wants to go there to be free.
Now, did you just say that metagame, or did you say that in game?
That's metagaming.
Okay, let's keep that to a minimum because he don't want to hear that shit.
Okay.
He don't want to hear it. He'll cut you.
I
He ain't
will
gonna
pull
cut you.
Deimos
He ain't gonna
aside at
cut
the very
you.
beginning and say, please keep an eye on Stool and Sereth.
Okay. So
Oh,
y'all,
I keep one eye on them, and one eye on him.
so y'all are finishing up y'all's long rest. Y'all sleep for a good, like, a solid 8 hours. So it's a pretty good rest. The best rest y'all have had since y'all were
In
taken
prison?
from the surface world, actually.
But we're starving.
But you're pretty much starving. Y'all wake up and Sareth and Deimos are they're both there and they're like, "Are y'all ready to start the day?" That's what Sarah says.
Never before have I sat there in 8 hours worth of silence.
I know. It's like you're always talking.
Oh, you son of
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should be
Underdark
going.
we fell.
Okay.
We're all kind of
So-
hungry, I think.
No mustard,
So,
pretzel, peanuts for
Sarah
us.
says, we're about half a day away from where the fungi cave is. And then from there, we're probably 7 days away from Slooply-Doo. So he's just letting y'all know that's the situation we're in right now. So we'll get to the fungi cave around lunchtime, which is great.
Oh,
So
yeah.
let's start marching. Now, a question. Are y'all gonna
How fast are we going?
travel pace? There's 3 to pick from. There's fast, normal, and slow. Just tell me which one y'all want.
Normal.
Normal.
Is anybody injured?
Not anymore.
Nobody's
How
injured.
fast are they in comparison to each other?
Well, with the fast pace, I think the only thing that y'all are going to be troubling with is the fact that, things like Stool and maybe the twins.
Stool's up on
Yeah,
my
that's what I'm
shoulder.
saying. That's why I went maybe, but not
I
now.
put Tipsy on my shoulders.
I can put Topsy on my
Yeah.
shoulders.
I got the.
Okay.
The only
Guys,
problem
so
about this moving,
we're good.
I don't want to move too fast and us miss anything.
We're not gonna miss anything.
Here's my
We
take.
very well could miss anything.
If we get on the road, we get there by lunch at normal speed.
Normal speed, you'll get there by lunch.
Okay.
Fast speed, you'll get there probably 2 hours before lunch, 3 hours before lunch. So y'all get there in, a quarter of a
Enough
day
time
instead of
to
half a
make
day.
lunch.
I say we go normal speed
Normal speed.
because that's my vote. Sorry, that's my vote.
I just assume the faster you go, the more things you might miss.
Is there a penalty for going fast? No exhaustion?
You get hunger.
No hunger, no exhaustion?
There's different penalties, but I don't want to talk about them.
We're not being chased right now that we know.
Let's go normal then.
Normal speed?
I say we go fast to outrun whoever is obviously chasing us, because they're not.
That
just
bridge
going
will
to
slow
let
him
us
down,
go.
though.
Yeah, about that time, Sarah sort of speaks up and he's like, the bridge will slow him down for a little bit.
You're welcome.
There are ways around here.
Besides,
A fast pace would be beneficial, but at the same time, I think with the size of the party that we have right now, probably a normal pace would be.
So we can go faster when more of you are dead.
No, God.
Sarah sort of just like,
Yeah. I like to kill her.
Rikka the killer.
Rikka to kill her.
Store like that.
Okay,
Store like that.
so y'all are traveling to where Sarah claims the mushrooms fungi caves to be. Y'all probably been normal pace. We'll say y'all started y'all's adventure probably, or y'all's moving 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's probably been about an hour.
Still dark as shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's always dark.
Anyone who does not have dark vision cannot see, except for the light mushroom still going on. It's still a thing.
Don't let go of your rope, dwarf.
So, anyone who does not have dark vision
I'll
has
get lost.
15 feet of vision,
You don't let
and
go of
that's
your
it.
rope.
It's pitch black down here. So, just keep that in mind. I'm going to keep it in mind. So, as y'all are walking, y'all's adventure place. This is really, really rough terrain, so it just takes y'all a little bit longer to get there. There's this little ledge, and it's not a big ledge, but it's in the middle of y'all's way, and y'all have to go down because your path continues on that way. But it opens up into this little cave area type thing. Not a real big. A couple ways in and out of this cave, maybe 2. But there's something down here.
There's something alive.
There's something alive down here.
There's something alive
You
down
can
here.
hear it talking.
Does
You hear
anyone
something?
understand the language?
It is speaking Undercommon.
I know some trade in Undercommon, but I don't know if I know enough.
Okay.
Can I make a perception?
I know Undercommon.
I think
Both y'all roll a
Investigate.
perception check. Whichever one's higher will say.
That was my fourth.
Well,
language. I was
at the
gonna
time,
make it.
he's up closer.
Okay.
So he's close enough to hear about it.
Okay.
Other than Seraph, and Seraph doesn't really bother.
19.
Okay, well,
Damn.
you hear this little voice. I found it. It's mine. I found it. It's
Tell
mine.
everyone to stop.
I found it. I found it. He's just saying I found it over and over and over again in Undercommon.
And he's talking to himself, or does it sound like he's talking to someone else?
You can't tell at the moment because, like I said, it goes down. Unless you want to peer down and look in this sort of a chamber open room.
Can I
You can't-
stealth?
You can attempt to. Correct.
15.
Okay, so you are
I'm
attempting
just trying
to look.
Just kind of look.
Okay. So as you sort of peek your head over this little chasm, you can tell how far it goes down. It goes down about 10 feet, which is doable without a rope. And you sort of looking around, and you see a deep gnome fella off on this right hand corner, and he's just sitting there, sort of hunched, and you don't see anybody else.
I don't see any shimmers that might indicate an invisible person.
No.
I want to come back up. I want to kind of whisper. I was like, "It's a deep gnome, you say?"
Yeah, it's a variable.
It's available down there, and
Deep gnome. We're gonna call him deep gnome. That's the
Yes.
thing.
There's a
Deep
deep gnome
gnomes.
down there. He's hunched over, and he keeps saying, "I found it. I found it." Do with that what you want.
What do you find?
He appeared to be talking to himself.
It's
I'd
never
like to
good.
shadow step.
Never good when they start talking to themselves.
I'm gonna future metagame.
Yeah. Can I stealth up there?
If you're willing to leave your post, I will allow it.
Okay. I'm gonna use 2 key points.
Can you see?
I'm gonna cast Dark Vision on myself.
So you're gonna cast Dark Vision on yourself with 1.
No, it
Be
takes
very
2.
careful.
Oh, for real?
Fuck, it's bad.
Okay.
Very careful. It's about 10.
I got 1
feet
left.
down.
And I wanna see if I can stealth down there.
I wish Stor could
We're
do
just
that
gonna
without
move
screaming
your
for
character
3
out of
episodes.
here and
How long does your dark vision last?
about right here.
My Dark Vision lasts. Eight hours.
Okay. Now,
Long enough.
the minifig I got for this guy has a sword, but he doesn't have a sword on him. Okay.
Okay.
So he's just gonna be right here. He's gonna be faced away from you.
Do I need a real stealth?
If you don't mind, we'll say before as you're coming through all these people and everything, to go up to the top, because these guys are about 5 or 10 feet away from where the chasm drops down, because they saw it, they came back. So we'll say you get to where they're at, about 5 or 10 feet away from where it drops. Now you roll your stealth roll, so that guy does not know you're down here yet.
16.
Okay, we can say as you're pushing past these guys and coming down, are you planning on just jumping down or
I want to just kind of push myself down a little bit. Just
push yourself down?
Crab-
Like
get a little
crab
down.
walking a little bit.
crab walking,
Okay.
yeah.
We'll say as you're.
I don't want to take my eyes off the guy.
Okay, as you're sort of crab walking down, you lose your footing a little bit, and a couple of rocks slide down.
Okay.
Very noticeable. And he turns around. He turns around real fast, and he sees you 5 feet from the top and 5 feet from the bottom, and you're just sort of standing there. What do you do?
Did you find it?
Oh yes, I found it.
Good. I was
found it,
hoping
I
that
found
you
it.
did. I was
But-
hoping that you did.
You can't understand a word he says.
Can I get every other word? 'Cause
Yes.
Can I say, did I find it? Can I say that?
Yeah,
every
well,
word?
okay, we can say you'll know enough undercommon to say, did you find something? But it's like broken.
It?
Like,
Yeah.
find it? Did you?
Did you find
Did you?
it?
Did you?
Hot blood?
And in every other word you're getting from him is just like, yes. I found it. Yes, I have. I found it. Yes, I have.
Trouble. You trouble?
He's like, no. Ring.
Ring. Money?
Ring.
No.
Power.
No.
What?
Watch. Puts the ring on.
Uh-huh.
And he starts running around the room. Just running around this little cave area. In a big old circle. And he comes back to where he was before, and he takes the ring off. See?
Try?
No.
Friend.
No.
Now, can I hear what's going on down there?
I would assume you can, because you sort of
Yeah.
making your perception check. So you're sort of looking at what's going on down here.
I'm laughing.
And you have every word that he's saying. When I was talking to Scott, I had to not talk. And basically, what this little gnome is talking about is basically he has this ring, and it makes him invisible.
But he doesn't? It doesn't?
But it
I
doesn't.
don't know that. Sorry, I don't know.
But it doesn't. Drugs.
So
He
you're-
ate
you're
the
saying-
mushrooms.
You're saying that you're seeing that Scott. You're above Scott, looking down at Scott, and this little gnome over here, and this gnome's like, "Look, I got this ring, and when I put it on my finger, I turn invisible. Watch me. I turn invisible. This is the best thing in the world. It's my ring. I found it. I finally found it." And he puts the ring on and he runs around the room, but you can see him run around the room, and the ring doesn't do anything. But you can tell.
I want a message.
You ate the mushrooms.
Stor. He thinks he's invisible. Guys,
Is that you, Deimos?
This is Deimos. He thinks he's invisible when he's wearing the ring.
And
Oh my God, you're invisible.
When Scott asked if he was his friend, he's just like, no, not yet. So he's a little friendly gnome.
He's not belligerent.
He's just a little out there.
Deimos, can you come down here, please? And I motion for the guy, and I look up at Deimos, and I say, friend.
I want to start.
Friend.
And he's just like, no, not yet. So now I'm gonna speak in normal tongue.
All
when they
y'all
sit
hold
down.
y'all.
Okay, yeah.
No, y'all don't have to do that.
Whisper.
Whisper.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I found this ring. I've been looking for it forever. I finally found this ring.
I saw you went invisible.
It works. I knew it worked. I absolutely knew it worked.
Where did you find such a ring?
I can't tell you. I can't tell you, not at all. I can't tell you, not one bit.
You can't tell me?
I can't tell you. You're not a friend.
What would make me your friend?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Deimos.
How do you know we're not friends?
What the fuck's going on, Deimos?
Are you a bad guy?
No, we're
If you're not a friend, you're a bad guy. Those are the only two. That's the only two I know. Friend or bad guy.
I haven't hurt you. I'm not bad.
Some people don't hurt me.
I won't hurt you.
How do I know?
I haven't hurt you.
How
I'm
do
gonna
I
sit
know?
cross-legged and just watch.
I haven't hurt you yet.
But you don't have to hurt me to not be my friend.
You only said there were the friends and the people who hurt you.
Sometimes friends hurt.
I was like, you're right. Sometimes they do.
What did he say?
Nothing.
Okay. What's going on with him?
He found a ring.
Hi.
Makes him invisible.
No.
Yes.
I mean, I.
It makes him
Aye.
invisible. He won't tell us where he found it because we're not his friends.
How can we make him his friends?
He doesn't know.
Okay. Let's just bring him along, maybe. Where's he from? Ask him where's he from.
Where are you from?
Can I hear what they're saying from over the ledge?
Probably not, because you're way in the back.
Okay.
Ask him if we can bring our friends down.
Can we bring more of our friends down?
How many friends?
Shit. 16. Or so.
More than 10.
No. No.
Okay,
No.
okay.
Where's he from?
Where are you from?
I'm from the Underdark.
City?
A city or just the towns?
Oh, I forget. I forget where I'm from.
Would you like to join us?
Would you like to come with us?
I don't know about that. I don't know. I'm kind of hungry. I've
we're
been
going
lost.
to get food.
We're all hungry. That's where we're going. We're going to a cave to eat mushrooms.
Oh, to eat mushrooms.
Yes.
I love mushrooms.
I just got
I
done
love
doing
mushrooms.
Maybe you can help us find the best mushrooms.
I don't know about that. I just eat the ones I find.
that. Yeah, you do.
We saw some glowing ones. They didn't look very good.
Oh, the glowing ones are the best ones.
I shout over the edge. Oi! Fuck's the hold up?
Hold your horses. I'm talking to my friend here.
No,
Who?
we're not friends. We're not
We're a
friends.
little.
Oh, we're
not
friends now.
Friends?
We're not friends. We're not friends. Me don't even know y'all's name.
My name is Deimos.
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 Who's your friend over there?
Stor.
Stor.
Good. Yes.
Steer.
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 Come here.
What's a bull?
There's something on the surface.
Surface.
Yes. You want to go to the surface?
No.
You don't like the
Don't want to
surface?
go to the surface.
Ah. Why
Stay
don't you
down
like to
here.
go- Why don't you like the surface? Sunshine.
Surface is boring.
Hey, tell him if he comes with us, he can put his ring on, become invisible, and the party will never know.
How about this? You come with us to the cave with the food. You put on your ring and be invisible, and they won't even know.
Well, I put the ring on, they find me.
How?
I don't know. They find me when I put the ring on.
What is your name?
They call me Cracked Rock.
Yeah.
I don't do that in game.
Why do they?
I'm gonna
Why are they calling that? I wonder.
Cracked rock.
Why do they call you Cracked Rock?
I don't know why they call me Cracked Rock. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Did you just say crack rock?
Who calls you Cracked Rock?
Oh, my real friends call me Cracked Rock.
Where are they?
About somewhere.
Fuck this guy.
This guy's tripping nuts.
I shuffle over to the edge because I'm tired of standing here in the dark holding onto this stupid rope. And
Leaving the whole entire back of the parties.
completely in the dark, and I poke my head over the ledge and say, "Hey, what's going on?"
I'm talking to this man here.
And I said, "Oh, I almost didn't see him. He's quite sneaky. In a good way. And what can we do for him? Can we help him?
Can we help you in any way?
Food. I'm very, very hungry.
Well, we're going to get food. Come with us and we'll give you food.
I tell him, don't look at him. He thinks he's invisible. He can't speak common, right?
Nope. Oh, he can only speak Undercommon
He thinks he's
and
invisible.
Gnomish.
We don't want to let him know that we can see him as long as he's got the ring on. If he doesn't have the ring on, you can see him.
Right.
Just play role play here.
Okay.
We've never done it before, I know, as a group, but this will be fine.
Meta. That's in-game meta.
In-game.
Super meta.
Okay, so
You should probably explain that better.
so I nod.
Gibraltar not understand.
I want to work my way up to the front and see what's going
I
on.
nod my head and I turn around and I grab Gibraltar
Me
by
and
the
Stuart.
fake leg and I tell him, hey, listen.
What's going on down there?
And I tell Gibraltar and the rest of the crew that I talk loud enough that they can hear me, but that you know, can't.
So you just turn
He
around
can't
and
speak.
you
I
relay
tell him
the
what's up.
information.
I tell him what's
Alright,
up.
so you
He's
relay all the
sneaky, nobody can
information.
see it. Got it.
Alright. I want to tell Cracked Rock.
God damn. And then I go back to the back of the thing.
Come on down,
where
everybody.
I can keep a watch out.
I think this will be fine.
No?
Okay.
We have to keep moving because we are very hungry as well. Do you want to come with us for food or do you want to stay here? Because if you stay here, we're still going to have to come through.
Crack Rock's hungry.
Come with us?
Cracked Rock will.
Okay. Let's go, Cracked Rock.
Okay.
Awesome. Now we have a junkie.
Jesus. All right.
Okay. So y'all are continuing to the mushroom place. It's probably
I
about
wonder
2
if he
hours
gives
away.
We
good
replaced
head.
Eldritch pretty fast.
That's fucked up.
That is kind of mad, bro.
Shit ain't right.
We replaced our sexy dwarf with a crackhead.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Bad trade.
So we keep walking, yes.
Yeah, I'll get back to the back
Racist,
again.
Okay.
Hilariously so.
But she was gonna put out.
No, she wasn't.
She was.
So as y'all are moving, y'all are, and he's just gonna go right smack dab.
I want to keep my eye, because I'm assuming that me, him, the children, and the old man are still in like the middle.
Yeah, basically all the deep gnomes and all the NPCs are square in the middle, just about.
I want to be in like the middle of them.
Okay, cool. So you're right in the front. You're right sort of in front of Tyler, or in front of Gibraltar. So as y'all are continuing to walk, from this point on, like that cave was kind of dark, and it's just getting darker again. The little mushrooms that lit up the area so far have now disappeared. So the people who cannot see in dark vision can no longer see at all. So the three humans.
I can right now.
Oh yeah,
for the
the
next
2
few
humans. You're right. The 2 humans cannot see at all. So if y'all want to pick that rope back up,
Well, I can for now.
yeah, for 8 hours.
For 8 hours.
Okay, cool. But you'll be able to basically make it to the fungi cave and be able to see in there because it's only 2 hours away.
Okay, cool.
So
Fun guy cave.
as y'all are traveling this 2 extra hours, is anybody else want to try to speak with Cracked Rock? By the way, he doesn't have his ring on, so he's visible for right now.
I want to say to Cracked Rock, I'm like, Cracked Rock, I am the only one that speaks your language. Do you mind if I interpretate?
And he sort of looks over at Jim Jar, and Jim Jar's just like,
He speaks.
me and Jim Jar are the same thing.
Well, I mean of them. Of the one that are in full color gear.
I mean, Topsy and Turvy are deep gnomes as well.
Yeah, and Topsy Turvy know how to speak gnome
But
too.
they're not in color.
Doesn't matter.
Anyway.
Look at the robes.
Okay, so is there anything important you want to speak to Cracked Rock? Is there anything like you want to talk to him about at all?
I mean, he won't tell us where he found his ring.
No.
Tell me where he came from.
He told you where he came from. He came from the Underdark.
He didn't tell me where he came from.
He came from the Underdark.
Yeah, he said
The Underdark is a really big place. He doesn't have to be born in Blidgenstone.
He said he came from the Underdark, and that's all I remember.
But he's born somewhere.
He was born
He
in a
could be
house in the
born
Underdark.
5 feet away in a cave, bro.
I look 5 feet away in the cave.
You don't find
There's a
anything.
placenta over there.
Where were you going?
Just anywhere.
Are we not friends yet?
You get me some food and maybe we friends then.
We could eat him. I went to Gibraltar. He's big enough for everybody.
I'm in front of y'all, aren't I? So
His
I'm just
leg
walking
seems
with
a
stool
little
on my
wooden to
shoulder.
me. No.
All I
Mushrooms
keep
are
hearing
fine.
is food.
Mushrooms are fine. Mushrooms are just fine.
Gibraltar.
Eat Gibraltar food.
Okay.
So as we're walking, can I just kind of like say out loud, be like, so we're not going to talk about that thing we just killed?
Oh yeah, y'all can talk amongst
Oh,
yourselves.
that was a demon.
'Cause I don't know what it was.
That was a demon.
Would any of us know what kind of beastie it was? People probably proficient in the opposite of religion. So we'll say a religion.
So
check.
religion? Not me. Where's our cleric?
Wait, wouldn't that be Arcana? You know,
Papers.
science versus religion.
Stuff. I had a religion.
We'll say
Yeah.
if you learned religion, you'll learn the opposite of
Occult.
like
So
the
I
cults and
the
demons
dark
and stuff.
side.
The
Yeah,
dark
because you
side.
kind of know other
3
people's
points.
Yeah. So you
As long as you're proficient
So I'm
in
gonna
it.
roll to see if I know what that was. You're cocked.
I know what it was.
Okay.
Nat 20?
Nat 20?
Hell yeah.
23.
That sucks that you always roll a nat 20 on just investigating.
I rolled a natural 20 on bullshit.
Yeah, bullshit. The
Vast
bring out my
storage
book
of
and I'll just tell
useless
you
knowledge.
exactly what it was that y'all fought
What it do.
earlier.
It's like
Hell
human
yeah.
life. He drinks
Okay,
and knows things.
Because I distinctly remember landing, it looked me dead in the eyes, and it said, "You're next."
It didn't say anything.
But it was through telepathy.
Telepathy.
I love
And then I
telepathy.
chopped its head off, and it can't
Wait.
telepathy anymore.
It communicates
I
I'm
loved
the knower
that
of
part.
stuff.
Uh,
I
its
have
head
things
to
to
mine.
tell y'all.
What you found out was that this big demon thing is it was in fact a demon, a large fiend, and it was a chasme.
It was a
Jasmine.
Winchester.
Of course.
Oh, a Kesme.
Yes.
Chasme.
A Kesme.
And you
Chimera.
know that the droning that you heard, some of it came from that creature.
It sounded like
So,
a Chinook.
Can they communicate through telepathy?
I don't know anything about any of that, but they can speak directly in your mind.
No, okay. Okay, fine. If you want really, really, really detailed information,
You rolled that.
I rolled
you
20.
would know that it's resistance to cold, fire, and lightning.
What's its armor class?
Uh,
It's good to know.
it's immune to poison and from damage, poison and condition of poison. So if it like someone tries to hit it with a poison blade, ain't gonna do nothing. Or if someone casts a spell that causes it to be poisoned, ain't gonna do anything. Something bites it that causes it to be poisoned, nothing. It can speak abyssal and telepathy.
Telepathic.
Telepathic. It's telepathic and it speaks abyssal.
Abysmal.
Abysmal.
There's no M.
Abyssal.
Abyssal. Like
A
in the
B
abyss.
Y
The language of the
That's
abyss.
pretty much
SSAL.
like the same thing as
Abyssal.
infernal, just slightly
Abyssal.
deeper.
Abyssal.
I call it abyssal.
Abyssal.
It's similar to Infernal.
So,
Probably
I mean,
nice.
basically, it's just a regular old
Similar,
demon
yeah.
that can telepathically enter your mind and talk to you if he wants to.
Was it causing those bad dreams we had?
No.
Those bad dreams were tentacle monsters.
Yes.
Now
That
we
sounds
know.
even worse.
While we were asleep, a worm crawled into our ear. And it was just kind of.
But I
wiggling.
don't sleep. That must have been really
He
weird.
You're
doesn't
lucky it was an
sleep.
earworm.
I was just
He
like,
just dreams.
Okay.
And infernal.
Oh, do I know what the Pokebit does?
It's kind of the same.
No.
What's the Poke? Oh, the Pokebit?
Pro-
Oh, okay.
Proboscis.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought you just the
Pro-
Poke
Yeah,
deck.
we kept
I'm just like, that's a different game.
kept his proboscis.
Yeah, his
Proboscis.
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 Okay, you know that his, very... It's a good question. I'm glad that you asked.
I'm glad I thought of it.
Yeah, well, I'm glad someone's thinking. I should give you advantage, but I don't know where my advantage comes from.
I'll take proboscis
Basically,
for 100.
that you know that this the nose or this proboscis thing that he got, this cone, is let me just give a brief summary because it gives you a pretty big chunk.
A synopsis of the proboscis.
Proboscis synopsis.
Here's my drawer where I keep my randomly sorted proboscis.
Basically, it does necrotic damage.
Oh shit!
Shit.
And if you don't know what that is, like metagame, if you don't know what necrotic damage is, basically
body
if you
rots.
have 26 health points and
Spot
something
rot.
hits you with 6 points in necrotic damage, you now
6 at a
have
time, right?
No,
No,
you
listen.
now have 20 maximum health points.
Your
takes
max.
your
It takes your
down.
max hit points down until your long rest.
Shit.
No,
I didn't
until
know
you're
that.
cured.
Until you're cured. I
And-
thought it was long rest.
You can't get cured by potions.
And I
You
believe
can't
so.
restore.
It
by
has to
potions.
be miracle.
Yeah. Okay. So
Anyway.
We'll figure it out.
you make it to this fungi cave. So it opens up, and you just see countless different types of mushrooms. I'm talking like
No.
anything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Only
10,
touch the lamp.
13. You see about 13 or 14 different types of just mushrooms, all different sizes. Some of them glowing, some of them not glowing. Some of them 5 feet tall, some of them 15 feet tall. Some of them 3 feet tall. Some of them
As
shaped
big
like
as
human
stool?
body parts. Some of them shaped like a
Ooh,
toadstool.
Shit.
Okay, Sareth, which ones of these
Which
are
body
edible?
parts?
The tongue, if you were to look.
Odd.
You mean it has like a real tall cat?
No. It literally just looks like a tongue.
It just looks like a human
It
tongue.
looks like a human tongue.
Which ones of these are edible and
I'm
safe?
being prepared
So-
to incite this shit.
So,
Which ones will make me trip?
So about that time, Sarah sort of speaks up, and Jim Jar it comes up to the front of the line too, because it's sort of a safe place. Sort of like the same thing with y'all's cave, except the way this the mushroom cave looks is y'all come through one way, it opens up like this, and then it goes straight back out. Only 2 ways in, but it's real lit up in here. So if anything tries to come in that door, y'all see it. If anything comes in behind y'all be able to see it.
Okay, I stand
Excuse me.
to one side of the door we just walked into,
Okay.
warhammer in my hand.
Warhammer. Okay, so you're getting prepared.
I'm just keeping an eye on things.
Good. So Sarah sort of speaks up, and Jim Jar starts to go in there, because Jim Jar knows a little bit about mushrooms as well. And Sarah is just like, oh well, this will do. There's a lot of really good mushrooms down here. These right here, and he points to this mushroom, and he calls it ripple bark, and it looks like a shelf fungus. But also resembles a mass of rotting flesh. And he says, "This'll do. This'll do." And he reaches down and he eats some
A mass of rotting flesh.
rotting
So what does
flesh.
it look like? It looks like
It just looks like a mass of rotting flesh. That's
A mass of rotting flesh.
rotting flesh.
There's like a flesh
And he
bag.
just ate it.
Yeah, he just went down and broke off a little piece. Cause it's like a shelf mushroom, right? And he just broke off a little piece and he starts eating it. And he sits down and he's
Munching away.
Where's our new deep gnome friend?
the deep gnome friend.
Crack-
I would say he's
crack
close
a rock.
with Jim Jar. Let's just go ahead and get this situated. So him and Jim Jar are up here. You can sort of see that they're talking.
Are they
to each
talking? They're talking.
other. And he's off sitting down over here eating a mushroom. And we'll say that
Deimos.
the cave entrance is right about here, and you're watching that, and there's the door.
They're talking.
I'll kind of not eavesdrop, but just kind
Okay.
of listen.
Okay,
So where they
so
don't know he's listening.
They could be talking in Gnomish.
now,
Gotta be a word for that.
so
Are
you're,
they
you're-
talking in
Phone it.
Underdark? Because I think that's the only. Is that the only language he knows?
They're actually talking in Gnomish.
I got it covered.
Okay, so I would
Shit.
say anyone who can speak Gnomish within
Someone really metagamed when they picked one.
anybody who can speak their language that they're talking right now, Gnomish, within, I don't know, it'd probably be Sareth, which he doesn't, Jory, or Castonn or Deimos.
Okay, I want to listen.
Okay, basically, Jim Jar is talking to this deep gnome about a trick he wants to play on somebody, and he really wants to do it. And the crazy deep gnome, Cracked Rock, is sort of like, okay man, that sounds real interesting. He's sort of just like, Jim Jar's just like, man, this fool's weird, basically.
I can make this guy do whatever I want.
basically.
Because he wants that rock.
And Jim Jar goes and he gets one of those mushrooms that looks like a tongue. And he takes out his little, I think y'all gave him a short sword right after y'all fought.
Yeah.
And he just sort of cuts a little piece off. And, he sort of sticks in his pocket for it now, and they sort of separate.
What is that called? The tongue one?
You would have to ask somebody who would know.
Sheriff, what kind is that called? The tongue one.
Where is your character at? Oh, he's right back here. We'll say that you and Seraph are talking now. Seraph is just like, that's the tongue of madness.
What is
Good to know.
Okay. So Sarah sort of points out a couple more different type of mushrooms. The one he's eating is called ripple bark.
Okay.
It looks disgusting, but it is edible. And he sort of points at another one, and he's like, well, if this one doesn't look so good to y'all can have these over here. They're called barrel stalks. And it's a pretty large cask-shaped mushroom. And he says you can poke it with a stick, and it'll drain some water, and y'all can drink. And once its water's all drained, y'all can dry it and eat it, or just eat it.
Okay.
And the one he points at, it has 8 gallons of water in it. And
Yeah. Do I have my water bottle with me?
He said,
Is it in my backpack?
yeah, we can say y'all can either, well, y'all can drink it straight from the mushroom.
I want to keep some.
Well, y'all can, there's a lot down here. Y'all can just take one.
Take one and
Yeah.
drain it later? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take one that'll
Well,
fit in my
I'm
backpack.
sure you're good with
Okay.
kegs.
How big are these mushrooms if they hold 8 gallons of water?
They're barrel size.
They're approximately the size of an 8-gallon jug.
I want to take
we
a
all have
small
water
one.
skins.
Okay.
A 5-gallon
we'll
jug
say
is
that
heavy
the
as
one that
fuck.
you take,
They're
let me roll
fits
for it.
the size of a 5-gallon jug.
The one you take will probably have 3 gallons of water, and well, actually,
Am I going to be able to carry that?
it'll have 5 gallons of water.
Shit.
5 gallons of water and
That's not that heavy.
5 pounds
Water
of food.
cooling.
I'm gonna walk up and say, and the water is pure to drink, correct?
Oh yes, Sarah, he wouldn't steer you wrong.
It's been shroom filtered.
Pure to dark elves or pure to humans?
Pure to anybody who wants to drink water from the mushroom.
I want a trip.
I take that one,
Okay.
put it in my backpack, drink from the bigger one.
Okay. So you're planning on poking it and drinking it, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you poke it and you start drinking from this mushroom.
Hit it with my quarterstaff.
Okay, stand on the mushroom.
And it's the most delectable water you've ever tasted
Most
in your
mushroom
life.
maids were born.
That was freaking good. Y'all gotta try this.
I will take one of the big ones, and I'm gonna take it over in a corner, and I'm gonna cast Purify Food and Drink on it.
Okay.
Just on your
It's gonna take me 10 minutes.
dick.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take 2 over there.
All right. Fair enough.
Do you want to take the one I got in my backpack?
I can only fit 2 in my circle.
Have you gotten something to eat?
Oh yes, and you see him, and he's eating some ripple bark too. That's his favorite.
Oh, we friends
That's
now.
my favorite.
Do I notice anything that happens to me while I drink that?
No, it's just a mushroom. and
Freaking delicious.
It's
Disadvantage.
no, you popped a hole in it. You drank a whole bunch of water. I assumed that you would give water to some of the
Yeah,
smaller
yeah.
creatures because there's 8 gallons of
I
water.
mean, I
in
got
this
the
mushroom.
twins. I'm.
Yeah, okay.
trying to carry it through them.
Everyone's getting refilled.
They got a sharp place in my heart.
Okay.
What?
You sort of see who else is down here? The Darrow. The Darrow comes up to one and he's just like,
Prince, please.
no,
Oh no, the Darrow.
the Darrow.
No,
Darrow.
not the
Not
Mark
Dendro.
Wygoff. Okay.
Dendro,
Dendro.
he'll eat too. He'll eat some ripple bark,
Dildo.
but he doesn't quite care for mushrooms, but he'll eat them. He's like in the same boat y'all are in. He's just like mushrooms. Mushrooms are beneath me. I am Prince Darendil of that one place that has a really long name. You can edit the name in there. I'm only gonna say it.
I'm gonna ask Stool on my shoulders, like, what do you think about all this?
And Stool's just like, well, oh gee, oh Rick, oh Rick. Stool's sort of just like, well, these mushrooms basically aren't sentient.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's fine with eating.
He's fine with them.
So you're cool with this? He's
Yeah.
like, oh,
So
yeah,
he's gonna.
Go
drink.
ahead.
Yeah, man.
balls.
I love mushrooms.
trip
I love eating mushrooms.
Does he know which mushrooms are bad to eat?
Probably not,
Okay.
because he's a little
He's a
young.
mushroom.
Can you show me where the best ones are?
No.
He sort of comes up to you.
Tongue of madness.
I don't want to trip hard.
There's this mushroom that stands, I don't know, probably 2 feet lower. The top of it is about 2 feet lower than what you stand. And
It's a big ass mushroom.
it's a pretty big ass mushroom.
It's a shrubbery.
And it's big and broad, has a gray and green cap, and a light colored gray stalk on it. And it's sort of leathery. You can sort of feel that it's leathery. And
Kind of looks like you'd gain a life from eating it.
he's just like this one's good to take with us. This one right here is really good for a whole bunch of just different things.
Edible?
This one's edible.
What's it called?
I'm not quite sure. And Seraph is like, that's a Trillimac.
Why do you say it like that?
Because he's annoyed that he has to know everything.
Well, I'm going to hand axe it. From the stump. I'm going to hand axe it
Carry it on your fucking
and then
body.
strap it to my back
Okay.
with a section of rope.
Now this is a really big mushroom. It's like an umbrella, basically.
Just take
Yeah.
some pieces like Alice.
Okay, as you sort of
Put it in
I
some
don't have
the
a backpack.
whole stock, right?
I got
It's just
that.
the whole damn mushroom, right?
Well, I'm going to cut it down, yeah.
Okay, you cut the whole mushroom down and it falls. And you just want to carry the whole damn mushroom?
I don't have a backpack.
We can tie it around you with a rope.
I mean, y'all
That's what I
don't
was
need
thinking.
that much food. I mean, this one's... Okay,
We're prepared.
Let me rephrase that. This one, to use it as food, needs to be cleaned and then dried.
That's a lot of
But you can tell, being a seafaring man, that you may have come across some of this mushroom in your travels, and it takes to inkwell. So y'all can, like I said, it's leathery. So y'all might be able to cut it out and
needs inkwell.
use it to dye stuff with.
Oh.
You can color it. I mean,
Like
you
bases
could
for
eat it,
war.
but this one's made more specifically for other reasons.
It's like trade and stuff.
But you can like the stalk's probably about this big around. I can say you can cut sections off that stalk, as you're cutting, like a log or something, and get like a hamburger sized.
You can put some in
patty.
the backpack if you want. I'm sure some. Does
And
anybody else
you
have
could
backpack?
probably get, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 of those little healthy sized
backpacks.
chunks. And those are going to be, we'll say, that one's just food. That one doesn't have any water in it.
How many pounds can we get?
I will say y'all can probably carry about 15 pounds of food apiece.
So is there
Take
enough
some
out of that
away.
one big tree that we can all just kind of take our fill and put it in a
Yeah,
bag?
y'all can eat just from this tree. But okay, we'll say this: y'all can carry 15 pounds of food or water, not 15 pounds of food and 15 pounds of water.
I want to try to carry 15 pounds of water then.
Okay, so
That's a fuck ton of water.
now you do notice that there is no just water down here.
I'll take 5 gallons of the water in that
Well,
stuff.
All right, so what we're looking at
Kind
right
of.
now is the barrel stocks
Out
that
of
you
a
already
mushroom,
have
anyway.
is basically in this little cave. That's the one where all the water is going to come from.
Right.
So you're going to have to carry some food because they are also edible.
Okay,
So
I'll
you
just
can
take
carry
5
50
gallons worth
mushroom
and whatever
food.
food is.
Oh,
comes
okay.
off.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
15 pounds of mushroom.
Are there any of the water shrooms near me?
Water shrooms.
Yeah.
The one that I got.
Barrel stalks?
Oh, barrel
Barrel
stocks.
stocks.
You could have no problem finding any.
Would you say my ritual's
I
done?
eyeball one that weighs somewhere in the neighborhood of 30 pounds,
Okay.
and I put my backpack.
He said you carry 15.
15.
15 food, 15 water.
No, I
So you
said
can't have
15.
Both.
Or.
Either.
Either or.
I grab as much as I think I can carry without wearing out
Is that
my
the
little
5
dwarf
gallon?
legs.
Is that 5 gallons?
We'll say it's 5 gallons worth of water.
5
And,
pounds weighs 40 pounds.
How much does 5 gallons weigh? A gallon weighs what, like
40
8 pounds?
pounds. 8.33
Yeah,
pounds
a
per
gallon weighs 8
How do
pounds.
you not? This is
I put
common
milk on the
knowledge.
shelf every day. We'll say that you have
3 pounds? Or 3 gallons, I mean?
The mushroom, because mostly those mushrooms are water, right? So we'll say that you have about 10 pounds
It's like 15 pounds of water.
of
10
water,
pounds of-
which is about a little over a
I mean,
gallon.
would it not be fair to say that we could carry just like a certain day's rations of food and water each? Maybe like 3 days.
That's even better. I like that.
Okay, so 3
so
days
we'll say that y'all can carry 3 days of rations apiece. Everybody in here gets 3 days of
Then you add
rations.
in weight, and
apiece.
it's going to get
Yeah,
complicated.
well,
Yeah.
that's I like that idea better.
And then can
3
we
days.
just do the water skin? Can we just say that that's in there as well?
Well, 3 days of food and water.
Okay, 3 days rations, the water.
Yeah. So
is
between
counted.
all y'all sort of, instead of getting specific mushrooms apiece, y'all just sort of all come together, get enough mushrooms.
3 days.
But I'm
For
getting
3
my food
days.
and water from the one I just purified.
Yeah. Well, y'all can eat right now, and y'all will be good for today.
I already purified 2 big mushrooms.
Okay. About
You're
this time,
worried about it?
Yes.
Jim Jar comes up to you, and I have something for you, friend. And he hands you this mushroom.
How big is it?
Well, it's probably about this big.
Uh-huh.
This is a little 6 inches by 2 inches thick.
It's mushroom size.
It's mushroom size.
Well, I mean, there's various sizes.
There,
of
there,
mushrooms.
there are, and he made sure he grabbed a little small one that you can just sit there and eat.
Okay.
He's just like, this is one of the good ones down here. It has a special property. Believe me, it's great.
What does it do, Jar Jar?
Eat it. Did you just call me Jar Jar?
And then I point to the one I whenever I purified it, I kind of mounted up on a rock.
Barrel stocks are good. Barrel stocks are fine.
I just ate my fill, though. Can I...
No.
Stor.
I would rather you eat it
Because I'm
now.
letting you know, if I eat it right now, I will probably vomit.
Fine.
And there's no Listerine down here.
As long as you promise me you'll eat it.
I will eat it. I'll eat it next stop. we make.
Promise me.
I then shake his hand.
Do I see this?
I would say that, anybody that's looking over there, which could be anybody, I mean,
Stor.
we'll say 4 or 5 people see
Still
this.
fill me up.
Y'all get done eating all y'all's mushrooms for the day.
Aye.
Y'all are really well fed for right now.
Full on mushrooms.
And y'all have 3 days of rations starting today.
We get the too many
So
mushrooms.
I'm going to
left.
actually have to keep track
I
of
have
that.
3 days of rations and a miscellaneous mushroom.
And a miscellaneous mushroom that Jim Jar gave you.
I don't know anything about.
Okay, so it's been 1
Except
day
for the Jim Jar gave it to you.
since Tokenbloke.
That means I can't trust it.
Okay, and y'all have 3 days, so
It's
y'all
gonna
can
be 8
make
days total to get there.
yes
Oh my.
to slip
Or
it.
7.
It's
It is pina colada.
I think it's 8 actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's 8 days. Y'all have already
days?
spent 1 day to get here. So now it's 7 days. Y'all have food for 3 more days. So y'all will
We
have
need to
food
scavenge
for
some between there.
eventually. So y'all will have food for 3 more days.
Is 3 days the max we can have? at
That's
a
a
time?
match y'all can carry right now
Okay.
with food and water, and that's being generous.
Okay.
Okay, so as y'all
Every
are
pocket is full.
leaving, like I said, y'all really the way y'all came through that one door, and the way out, Saris was like, it doesn't really matter which way we go. So he's
Do
actually
people have to come through this way to get to where we're going?
No, there's
Oh, no?
there's 1,000 routes to go anywhere.
Never mind. Then.
So he's just like, this is where we're at. To go forwards, we can either go back and take a left, and easy, or just keep on going forwards.
Just keep going forward. then,
Okay.
right?
So y'all are proceeding through this mushroom cavern, and Cracked Rock is sort of acting a little strange.
Tripping balls.
Stripping balls a little bit more.
Did
Stranger
he eat
than
the?
you.
Did he eat the tongue of madness?
No, he did not.
Okay.
Now you know what it is. Nobody else knows the
I know
name
what it's
of
called.
it. You know what it's called. Don't know what it does.
I don't know what it does.
And Jim Jar gave it to Castonn.
Yeah.
Wait, does he know what it is? Deimos knows what it is.
I know what it is. Or
You know what it is.
Oh, no,
How
he
do
told
know
you
what
too,
it is?
didn't he?
he called. Yeah, he told me.
Okay, so but you don't know what it does.
I know that he's gonna play a prank on somebody.
Yes,
And he saw him give it to me.
and he saw him give it to you. So now you have knowledge. The same. Okay. So like I said, when y'all made y'all's long rest in that cavern, it was a little bit warm, a little bit. And as you're traveling through these mushrooms, this is getting a little bit warmer, a little bit hotter. Not like to the point where y'all can't stand it at
So
all.
just like right normal. Like
yeah,
right
it's just
now.
like 100 degrees down
like
here.
this.
So that's
Our
a
That AC
Slow
hadn't
descent
shut off since 7:30
into
this
hell.
morning.
okay. So as soon as y'all pass this this cavern, notice it's getting a little bit hot. Y'all, like I said, you're probably 7 days. Well, 6.5 days. 6.5 days away from Slooply-Doo. And Sheriff takes the lead, and y'all are going through caverns and everything, getting tight spots, real big open areas, and y'all hear screaming.
In
Just-
front of us?
No, it's bouncing off cave walls. You don't know where it's coming from.
Does it sound human or like a screeching?
It's shrieks, moans, incoherent gibbering, but you can't tell which passageway it's coming from.
Well, that's nice.
I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw.
Awesome.
Tell me what it is.
17.
Okay?
15.
Okay?
A 6.
Okay?
5.
Are you a negative?
Yeah, well, no.
Okay?
Not in wisdom. Wisdom save. And he should be proficient in it as well.
23.
Very well. Deimos?
It's like
21?
What was he going on?
Okay.
My bad.
Let's just see what's gonna go on now.
So we're just walking through the caverns.
Yep.
Just random wisdom saving.
Oh, it wasn't random.
Oh.
Random encounter my ass. Rikka, you start battling. You're incapable of normal speech, and if you were a spellcaster, you wouldn't be able to spellcast, but you're not. So you just start battling, and you can't stop it, and no one can understand a word you're saying. Even with Stool there, they wouldn't be able to understand you.
Shit.
And you fall unconscious.
Poof.
I run over to check and see if Stool's okay.
Okay. Now,
17.
what are y'all doing? Are y'all stopping and checking everything out?
Aye.
Because just out of nowhere, she starts
Yes, I
babbling.
would say that we would.
Okay.
Hey, bloke. Can you see what's up with Gibraltar?
I go and I place my hand
Tap on his chest.
all the way over Gibraltar's face, and without limiting his ability to breathe, and I roll a medicine check.
Okay.